Hey, what's up guys? The evolved skeleton army is achieved immortality. After dropping 2 skeleton armies, the third one's evolved, which includes a skeleton general that doesn't die to small spells like zap and log, by still getting shredded by fireball, arrows, and poison. As long as the skeleton general stays alive, all of the skeletons that are supposed to die stay alive. The skeleton ghosts keep slapping their targets without the opponents being able to respond or target them. So if you split up the skeleton army and keep the general safe, that's where opponents start to have a ton of problems. Especially with Miner to be adaptable and Skeleton King to be a thick tank. With an astounding amount of skeletons, the ranked 2 player in the world is slaughtering opponents using this deck. Let's arise skeletons from the ashes and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of skeleton left over that's using credit code SirTag, making the higher for videos possible. All right, we got a game against Mr. Clash from Brazil. So unfortunately for us, we are playing against someone with the Dagger Duchess, so it's not gonna be very easy for our skeleton army to stampede through. But you guys know what we have to do. We have to split it up and have the Skeleton King and the Miner tank for it, because that's how we're gonna get the undead to stay alive forever. They're never allowed to die a second time. They died once, so it was pretty painful for the skeletons to get converted into skeletons. And they just wanna, stay eternally on the battlefield here. So I would like to go wall breakers because the Dagger Duchess is still reloading ammo, and I think that we might be able to get a better connection here. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna force arrows, beautiful. He's just spending an abundance of elixir. I want to slither a skeleton army right in front of the mini pack at last second and then scoop up a good trade because he probably doesn't have a good answer here. Unfortunately, he does. Homie had Electro Wizard too, so he was packing for real. Anyway, even though we're going to be spending minions into that, it's not horrific. It's decent for us to go in for like a bar barrel and shut down these spear goblins and then maybe even go in for wall breakers, because if there's a chance that I can just like get these wall breakers to connect to anything in front of the tower, it'd be a vibe and a half. Dude, half health wall breakers connected. That shouldn't happen. The firecracker missed, but she hit. How does that work? Like, she just doesn't have the power, I guess. So if I skeleton army on the right side, I should be able to get a skeleton king down here as well. Honestly, screw it. Let's skeleton king on the right side because he'll probably like drop a spell here, and I want to apply pressure, so maybe I can just get away with minions in the other lane. That's the dream. That's the goal. I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm going to try to send minions, and maybe we can get him to go in for bad arrows on the right. Beautiful. That's what we were looking for. I was hoping he would do that the entire time. I mean, I would have sacked a bar barrel to defend, so then I would soak up a sparky shot, but that's how the deck works. You force out elixir with your abundance of other bait cards, and then either get minions value on defense or offense, or maybe even wall breakers or skeleton armies. So it's great that the synergy is working well right now, and we were able to kind of make predictions and force our opponent into a perilous position where he doesn't want to be cycling the cards that he's dropping. Oh, those wall breakers were bad. Wait, maybe they weren't that bad because he ended up spending a lot. Yo, I can skeleton army on offense now, activate King Tower, and then see what happens. I think there's a good shot that we can go for peak brain rot because the skeletons on the left side are going ahead. If the skeletons on the left side go ahead and they're not getting targeted and the Miner's keeping the little general alive, the skeletons are undead on the left and he's dying from them. Yo, dead skeletons are our win condition here, guys. That's how we play. Wow, that was so cool that it worked so well the first game here. That's what we want to see. Maybe we're going to be able to defend this too with minions and cycle back to more. It's kind of difficult to play this perfect, but we'll try our hardest. He's going to have a very nice poison value for us, and we can go wall breakers just to, soak up the shot and maybe pull things a little bit for peak brain rot. Cycle a Skeleton King ability soon-ish, because we need to be able to defend the mini P.E.K.K.A. The skeletons pulled back the mini P.E.K.K.A. and we won. Let's go! Beautiful W. First game of the day, the skeleton army evolution pulled through, taking most of the tower on the left side. So even though it's maybe not the best evolution in the game, situationally in this deck, it's pretty strong. So Miguel's cooking with the pancake banner and the mini P.E.K.K.A. We're gonna go Skelly King back in the same size as the Valkyrie. That axe is so freaking obnoxiously big, but it's not as big as the Skeleton King's broom. I wonder how Clash Royale's physics work. Also, if you guys wonder, like, oh yeah, I mean, talking about physics, Mega Knight evolution, if he's got that, it's one of the wackiest things, how obnoxiously high things just get catapulted to the ceiling of the arena. Anyway, I'm gonna get a skeleton army down as soon as the Mega Knight is just not going to be protected by the poison, so then we're able to hit it from the back and go in for Miner, wall breakers, and Skeleton King, all in different sides. Mind you, this is a mesmerizingly awesome position because I was able to get the wall breaker to connect and get the Skeleton King really close so we can lather up his tower and skeletons. Holy, even if you've got Valkyrie, you're not able to hit all the skeletons at once, so we're kind of pouncing all over that thing. Obviously, if we minions early, I think it's a little bit better because there's a high likelihood that he'll have arrows or something obnoxious like his own minions. I don't really want to you know, fight that fight when we could get a better trade earlier. If he dropped that faster at this bridge, then our minions would have died way quicker, and then I think we would have had to spend extra elixir. But as it was, we didn't have to. We could just kind of eat it. I want to use Skeleton Army mostly on defense, so I'm going to try to go in for Wall Breakers and Miner instead. If I cycle my Miner first, I can get to Wall Breakers. You can always just like reorder the way that you're dropping things. I don't really prefer to cycle my Miner first because it takes a little bit of time for them to travel, but yeah, I did it that way just for this specific spot. I'm going to try to Skeleton Army on the Musketeer and then maybe get minions down. There's a likelihood that he'll have to defend that and he won't be able to spend everything he wants with the Mega Knight. But yeah, the Mega Knight's just knocking things back. Look at how far the Skeleton King traveled. Bro got an airplane flight for free. You know, I wish I could do that. They talk about TSA pre-check. They talk about, you know, a whole bunch of shenanigans where you're able to move faster, but I don't know. Skeleton King got teleportation there. I'd pay a lot of elixir for that. Maybe we can go for Skeleton King here on defense against the wall breakers and chuck wall breakers. Sorry, Skeleton King on the right side and then use our wall breakers left side. And I think the Valk's just going to be dead, so it's no big deal. Oh, wait. If we go Skeleton Army on defense, and then we have the skeletons that are undead against the Mega Knight, can we kill it? Oh my gosh. Wait, the Mega Knight's not going to be able to kill skeletons. That's wild. We killed a Mega Knight with skeletons that were undead. Yet again, the Skeleton Army evolution, when you split it in the correct points, because it's not getting targeted by stuff, makes it so good. The general just needs to stay alive. That's the general rule of the duel.
These are the rules of the duel.
You don't keep that thing alive, you're kind of cooked. I'm going to pop the ability if we could, and I didn't get it down, unfortunately. I think I have to cycle a miner here just for the safety. And it should be okay, maybe? I don't know. It's looking really bad. If bro just knocks our stuff back, he's going to make me a sad sir. I'm going to bar burrow here, and unfortunately the Mega Knight doesn't jump, but damn, that's a lot of damage. Anyway, we're going to get wall breakers down, and we have to start making moves in the right lane. I can't just like pensively be sitting back and waiting for our opponent to annihilate me here. He'll probably Musketeer on defense soonish. We're still pop the ability, and then, I mean, the fact that he's got Valkyrie and Mega Knight makes this matters a lot harder for me, but I still get a little bit of Spear Goblin love counter pushing, and it doesn't immediately die to the poison, so I do like that quite a bit for ourselves. The only difficulty in this match is it's taking a while, so I'm using a lot of my brain cells, which we don't want to be doing out here. I guess against Mega Knight players, they don't be using that brain cells that much either. All right, we'll throw down our poison, and then miner, and then maybe going for wall breakers. But yeah, most of us are not used to using brain cells. Oh, wall breakers might connect. I hope. Please? Something? Nothing, really. Very little. Brutal, bro. Brutal. I have to use a Skeleton Army and cheese a Mega Knight again. And I don't think it's happening, guys. We're going to take a Mega Knight straight to the face. But hear me out for a second. If I poison and then bar burrow, we should be good on defense against the Musketeer, which is the main source of damage for him. Obviously, I want to get wall breakers through, but I don't think that's even a remote possibility. So I'm going to try to like minor poison cycle for the rest of the game. Minions for here are going to be better for sure. And I just want to just continue to use the hut on defense if possible. So I'm going to Mega Knight, miner. Oh, he's dead. He is not even trying to defend. He's allergic to defending at this point, where the wall breakers and miner will send him down. GG. So really fun match at the end of the game. But damn, when you play into Valkyries and Mega Knights, it might take a minute for you to break through. Okay, so Cheeto is definitely cheating on me right now, going in for a skeleton barrel when I wasn't looking. How dare you, you scoundrel. I just spent so much elixir on defense to take no damage, but at least we didn't take anything. And the minions are swinging away, making this man pay. I dislike playing against Witch. I hate it so much with this deck because I have to use Bar Barrel. If I don't have that in cycle, it just feels really bad. So our game plan might not be the best. I am going to go for a poison, and then I think I'm going to go in for a smelly skeleton army and try to kill the witch while the witch isn't looking. That is our game plan, game time play, and it's not really the best way to play, but it is what we went with. I also don't think I have to respond to a skeleton army at all. I'm trying to cycle to the skeleton army evolution, and more times than not, I will get to it. I think we can maybe go wall breakers here to pull back the skeletons too and tank for the minions a little bit. I still want to take any skeleton damage whatsoever and guiding the minions towards the tower so they can get more damage. While the wall breakers didn't do anything from a damage perspective, they helped the minions stay alive longer, just being a body bag and tanking it for the team. Maybe we're going to be able to apply more pressure here with the Skeleton King in the back and then going for a miner when the opponent decides not to respond, hopefully. We'll see. Or we could go dual lane pressure, If I had the evolved skeleton army, I'd split it on both sides. I'd have the skeleton king and I'd have the miner. But maybe we can go for the scuffed evolved skeleton army and have the tanks still do something. I don't think so, but you never know. Oh, it's not working at all. If the skeletons were undead and then the general was on the left side, it would have been worth it. Oh, no, 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 no. He's not going to click the monk ability fast enough. He's not going to click the monk ability fast enough. He drops it now, but kind of fumbled the bag. I'm not going to fib. Wait, that worked really well. If we're able to pull back the skeleton king too. Oh, skeleton king, come on. Pull everything back. He missed the clone. That was beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. So they'll always click the monk ability after the monk crosses the bridge because they'll want the monk to get more value for reflecting the princess tower's projectiles. But if the princess tower's projectiles aren't allowed to do that, then yeah, they're just not going to click the monk ability early. So if you want to outplay them, drop the fireball or the barbed barrel or whatever a little bit earlier. And if people don't play like exceptionally safe, they just take bad trades. I'm going to do it again. He's not going to reflect it. He's waiting too long. He's trying to get it across the bridge, and I'm not going to let him do it like every time. At least at higher levels of gameplay, they will end up getting better trades there. But, you know, you can cheese people very frequently if they're at stage 1 prediction of like, I'm as greedy as possible. All right, so he's got his own skeletons. I think we're good here. We just go Skeleton King and Barbed Barrel to extend as far as we need to. We're able to lock onto it and kill it. So that's the better way of killing it as well. I think I want to poison, but I'm not going to just yet. Dang, this is really rough. I think we're good, but I can't say 100 OP. You know, I'm in a miner here, so we can pull everything back a little bit so we don't take damage from all the cloned up crap. And then I got to go Skeleton King so we can pull back the giant skeleton, which is super scary. That card is one of the most exceptionally scary things. Because if it gets anywhere near the tower, that you're just toast. You're going to get the roast. All right, let's try to, like, minions here, get a Skeleton King ability, and then maybe just use that on offense with the skeleton army. I would love for him to go for a witch on the right side. Oh, it's going to go on the right side. Please, please just stay on the right side. Stay on the right side. All right, good. This is looking awesome. We're going to poison and we're going to go for wall breakers as well. We're just going to eat the witch. It doesn't matter that much to me. I just want wall breakers damage. I don't think the monk kills all of these right. Yeah, let's go. Let's go minions early for stuff that he doesn't want to be doing. See, he doesn't take my tower with the witch, and I knew that. And I knew that I could just eat it. And that's how I play Clash Royale. Is I want to finish games faster. I don't like waiting around if I don't need to. So I'll take 1,000, 2,000 damage in the right side whenever we can because he's fully dialed in the left lane. Evening up our tower damage isn't too bad as long as it gives us an express win. Yuri, what's up? So we're playing against Chef Tower. I have to start spamming. I forgot. I was looking at it lackadaisically and I'm like, we can chill, relax, and wait for our opponent to spam it.
No, we can't do that. If we're playing against Chef Tower, we always need to be playing aggressive at the start so they don't build up a level advantage from their stupid chef.
So he is cooking up something sinister for sure. If we're playing against him with Furnace and this Vines deck, we know what we can expect. It's not going to be something fun. But I want that Furnace well done. I got to fry that thing. It needs to die to skeletons. Come on. Let's go. And we're up in damage to the right lane. And I bet you he's going to spam me any second. So could go Wallbreaker split, but I want to go right lane. I think it's just the right decision, especially in this type of spot where, you know, it doesn't seem like he likes defending. And when he does defend a little bit late, he's going to be full of hate, taking damage from the Wallbreakers splashing onto his stuff. I bet you I have to go poison here if I want to defend this cost effectively. I'm also going to throw down a Skeleton King a little bit earlier than I typically would. So we'll just tank for the Goblin Giant ideally. And we should take damage from the Skeletons. I don't know. Are they going to get Goblin? No, they don't get Goblin Cursed. I was going to get ready to go Barbaro. Like my own Skeletons are going to damage me a bit, but I guess not. I guess not at all. It's kind of weird. I'm just petrified of Goblin Curse because I've seen it too many times in my day. Anyway, Rage is going to help out his Chef Tower, but his Chef Tower doesn't attack very fast, so he's still taking damage. All right, I'm going to go Goblin Hut. It is able to clean up these minions. Even though it's level 16, he did waste some food, some precious pancakes on a stupid minion. Oh, we have no Spear Goblins left over. Our leftovers are not on the table here. And I think we have to table the discussion for offense for a little bit because don't know where he's going to be spamming. Yeah, I don't really want to go into him because the Rocket Man will just hit the minions and it will target the miner, so it'll do the dirty work at both sides. I would love to deplete his elixir on both lanes and be able to finish something off like an Evolution Furnace. As you guys saw, it's just maxing our value for sure. All right, so game time decision again. Split up the Skeleton Army Evolution. Go for Evolve Wall Breakers. Get him to waste his spells. And then hopefully get a Skeleton King in front of the General. Come on, General, don't die. The General got popped. That sucks. So one of the downsides of this game right now is that the General dies really easily to Barbarill. I guess that's good because we're running Barbarill. But when you're playing against Barbarill, it's also the same negative factor for us. But maybe we're able to go wall breakers here and then get another connection because minions are not great here. Yeah, let's go. His minions are masterfully missing every single match. Oh, every single time they lock into us, it's not working. All right, so is there any shot I can Barbarill here again and then just throw more stuff? If I Skeleton Army the other side and his vines are kind of practically useless, we might be able to poison on top of the furnace and then get a desirable interaction where the Spear Goblins hopefully stay alive. It's not looking amazing, but I think I Barbarill here because Fire Spirit jumps out of my tower, then I go Wall Breakers and I chuck minions at him. I think this is fine. I mean, there's no way that the minions aren't going to do something, right? They got to do something, anything. No! He vines and then the mini pack had killed everything. Come on, game. All right, hear me out. Skeleton King on the left side. He's going to rage and he missed. Holy heck, I thought he was going to do better than that. What? Oh my gosh, Wall Breakers! Wall Breakers, do something! Break him down! Come on, and the explosion value is too much. There's no way. Even with vines, I love the fact that they get freed, and then they free us from the match against Goblin Giant. No more Goblin Giants and the face of Goblin Huts being scary. It's great that you have Skeleton King and so much pressure that even if they have multiple spells, you're going to be able to get away with murder spamming on both sides. Just looking at the deck, the guy had Furnace Evolution with 3 small spells and Goblin Machine, and it still wasn't a problem. I gotta say, bait decks a couple metas into this thing would be an instant loss. Okay, this guy's apparently blessed and worthy of our last match of the day. Let's get it. So I'm gonna split up Wall Breakers because he doesn't have a Cannoneer or a Dagger Duchess. It's fine for us to play like that. We're gonna go and sprinkle in some value on both sides. I mean, we got him to go Skeleton King and Skeleton Army. He dropped 7 Elixir against Wall Breakers. I don't love this for us, but it is a chance where we can get some type of counter push if the minions proceed a little bit closer to our Princess Tower. Because now we're up a lot of Elixir, and we want to convert that into damage. We have a counter pushing Skeleton King, and we also have the luxury of sniping a lot of the Wall Breakers. Wait, this is wonderful. The Barbarill doesn't even hit all the skeletons. Heck, I'm going to poison. I'm going to send it. I think that my miniature little skeletons might be able to dive headfirst into his tower and conquer his kingdom. Hey, that was so good. I think I got to go Wall Breakers and show him what's up against the Skeleton King. Nah, this is not like looking amazing. But we can go Wall Breakers Kite for a little bit. It's not going to tank the entire thing, but that was the best sequence I could have done. If you guys don't do that, use the Wall Breakers to kite things to the middle. You'll pull the faster moving troops, but the Skeleton King would not get pulled because it's not moving as fast. So I was able to dissect his stuff, and if I tried to pull it backward, the minions would have just killed the Wall Breakers, and the Skeleton King's broom is really long, so it would have been a bad interaction. So you want to play a bit safer in those type of situations. Also, is he running the same deck as me? Like, is bro trying to play a mirror matchup? Let's go. Come on now. This is one of the best matchups of the last game that we could have gotten. Usually we just play against the more mainstream boring stuff, but play the same deck. It showcases how good it is, and a lot of people are trying it out. Y'all should definitely take a look at Evolved Skeleton Army with this deck, because I don't think that many other decks with Evo Skeleton Army are that good. Genuinely, I've been playing it a lot, and if you play it without minions or minion horde, I just think that the card is just bad. You need to be able to bait out arrows with the Evolved Skeleton Army or the minions or the minion horde, so then the other card can give you consistent value. And I don't know, like maybe you're able to make it work somehow and you're just like better at the game than I am, but it just feels really weak in every other environment. Like I was playing it with Royal Giant decks and Royal Giant Skeleton King, Skeleton Army, where Skeleton Army was played pretty often. But the Skeleton Army just, it felt flat because you had Zappies and Mother Witch and other cards that just weren't Arrows Bait. You need Arrows Bait with the Evolved Skeleton Army for it to be worthwhile. So I'm going to poison here. I think it's fine. Just want damage. And I think one more poison will seal his fate. Also, let's go. Let's do this. Use our Skeleton Army evolution. See if we can get the little kingdom of skeletons rolling on the right side. The dead skeletons are still alive. We're going to Barbarill on his. Hopefully he doesn't Barbarill on our general. Our general needs to put it in work. Our general is maybe going to die. And when he's gone. So the guy did kill our general, but he didn't kill anything else. So generally, I would say that's a bad decision, bro. Why'd you have to slaughter our general so we couldn't screw you with the Skeleton Army evolution in the end? You just didn't want them to be the MVPs of the video, apparently, but it is what it is. They worked out so well at the start, and I guess in situations where your opponent doesn't have Barb Drill and Poison and Fireball, it's going to be a lot better, especially when you're able to tank for the Skeleton General with the Miner and Skeleton King. Keeping that thing alive should be your #1 priority so you can sufficiently cheese and shred your opponents. Skeleton, slash the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.